Peace and love, family. This is your boy LV the Showman, doing it all legal, so I can fly like an eagle. And family, I'm here to send you tons and tons of good energy. However though, what happens when there's bad energy coming to you? Check it out. See, with division and confusion, it could be quite hard, family, to find a solution. Ha! See, I don't know who need to hear this tonight, but just know everything, baby, is gonna be alright. Ha! See, when God made the heavens, earth, and man, He just know everything, family, is part of the plan. Ha! And when it comes to that wicked spirit of despair, just know, family, you gotta breathe in that good air. Ooh. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that.
Wait. LV, what the fuck is this? And who the fuck are you talking to? And what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you even singing right now?
Mind your business, G. Mind your goddamn business. Now see, family, excuse that self-hating Negro G. When for years, family, he's been eating off me. See, family, G is a man that gets off of hating. And it's clear his wickedness comes from Satan. But G, I wanna help ya, brother, help ya! For I always forgive the rift that's between us. Just let me reach and touch. Why can't we come together? Am I asking for much? Enough of the arguing, the bickering, and all that fuss. Because it's clear, brother, what you really need is Jesus. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Woo! Sister Patterson. I want to give a big shout out to Sister Patterson for giving me that beautiful donation, sister. It's greatly appreciated.
You have got to be fucking kidding me. So this whole time you've been getting donations and you still haven't owed me anything? I gave you money just a month ago and you still haven't given me shit.
Whole ass nigga, I don't owe you shit. I'm tired of your bullshit. You always do this shit to me. Fuck you. I don't owe you a goddamn thing. You said it was a fucking bullshit. You just nigga. It's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Maybe it's just a kerfuffle. Maybe it's just a kerfuffle. Maybe it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Maybe it's just a kerfuffle. Maybe it's just a kerfuffle. Maybe it's
Woo! All right, all right, all right. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you guys go ahead and hear me, go ahead and press a 1. You guys already know how this go. If you guys can hear me, go ahead and press a 1 if you guys can hear me. Really, really, really got to get rid of this laptop because I cannot hear a thing. Well, at least the music I can't hear. All right, beautiful. All right, conscious energy. Okay, we got ones. We got ones. All right, so let's get this started. So appreciate everybody up here in the building. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to people that are here. Got Sexy Toy Lady in the building. Got CE in the building. We got YM is here. Who else is here? Got beautiful Bernice is here. Saw a few more people coming in. We got Miss T Pre in the building. And got beautiful in the building. All right. So appreciate everybody for coming in, especially on a Saturday night. And as usual, here I am. You know, I'm just here so I won't get fined. But as you guys know, tonight is March the 29th, and that means it is a special day. It is the sector's unofficial 4th birthday. So I appreciate everybody coming out here. Really not sure how long this live stream is going to be because like it seems like every time when I think a live stream is going to be long, I just run through what I got to run through. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. What's going on, Stephanie? So we're here because the sector's 4th unofficial birthday, and it's March 29th. And this is the 4th time I'm doing this, the 4th time. Now, how the hell we got to 4 years already? I have no idea, but here we are. And if it turns out if we can make it to our 5th, I definitely got to do it big. I definitely got to do it big next year for the 5th one because that is a big milestone if we're able to hit that milestone. So I'm definitely having ideas on what to do next year. But for this year, we are going to be doing the top 10 kerfuffles in Secktah history. Now, keep in mind, I said Secktah history, not Umar Johnson sector / Secktah, just Secktah history. Now, before I go any further, I want to give a big shout out to Conscious Energy. For those of you guys who have saw the countdown, I did leave a link to CE's it's a for merch. And the reason why I did that is because the fact that the word kerfuffle has been such a trendy word around this sector and it transcended to now the beef sector, I think that says a lot. And the fact that I'm even using that word on this show, on the sector's 4th birthday live stream, I think the least I can do is to give CE his flowers and go ahead and just leave a link to a store. So if any of you guys want to, you know, I'm not forcing y'all to do it, but if y'all want to show CE some love, give him some flowers for doing some type of trendsetting in this sector that transition into the beef sector. You know, go ahead, get a shirt, go ahead and get a coffee mug, whatever it is. So there you go. So just want to give a big shout out to CE. What's going on, D Darrell? So anyways, so the next thing I want to address is, as always, just like last year around this time, I gave y'all my schedule for the year. And this is going to be my schedule again for 2025. So if anybody asks, hey, LV, just when you're going to go live next, as always, guys, I'm busy doing other stuff. I'm working on stuff on some other channels here as well. But as always, whenever I come on here, I always try to give the best effort I can. I try to, just trying to make these live streams an event. So without further ado, here's the schedule for 2025. Oh, let me take this banner off first. So there you go. We got March, the Secktah's birthday, which is today. In August, yes, we will have the return of the 820 talent show. So that's going to happen on August the 20th. And just like last year, we are going to do a talent show for Secktah members only. And whoever wins that talent show, the grand prize will be $1,000. So just like last year, the only change that I'm going to make for the talent show this year is I'm going to have a time limit for that. So the time limit for the talent show on August the 20th will be 15 minutes. So that's going to be the time limit for this year. So anybody that's interested in participating in this talent show, only Secktah members, if you are part of this sector, you are more than welcome to join. I don't care who you are. As long as you're part of this sector, you can participate. If you're an outsider, you can't participate in this talent show. This is a sector holiday on 820. So we will have that again. So the winner of the talent show will get $1,000. So just be on the lookout for that. I made the announcement now. So anybody that's planning on joining, you have a little under 5 months to come up with what you're going to come up with so you can go ahead and win this money. So October will be bracketology, and then November will be the 3rd annual King and Queen of the Sector. So that's my schedule. 5 live streams this year. If it turns out if I go live for whatever reason, then I'll go ahead and go live. But that is my tentative schedule for this year in 2025. So there you go. I'm letting you guys know in advance on what's happening with me and as far as this channel goes. So next thing I'm going to bring up, let me see if I see anybody here in the chat. But anyways, next thing I want to talk about is for anybody that is new here, anybody in the clouds that's new, or anybody that's going to watch on the replay, you may be wondering, well, why is March 29th the sector's 4th anniversary? There may be other questions on, well, wait a minute, aren't you guys the Umar Johnson sector? Like, haven't y'all been around more than 4 years? So for anybody that knows the history, just bear with me. I'm only going to go through 2 slides because I feel like I got to do this every year just to refresh everybody's memory. So let's go over this first slide real quick. Just a little bit of sector history. So yes, this was the, okay, so this was originally the Umar Johnson sector. Now, there are people here that still call the Umar sector. Some people may say the Umar Johnson sector and what we call the sector today is kind of just like the same or interchangeable. And that's fair. That's fair. For me personally, I like calling us the sector because we barely talk about Umar Johnson anymore. But there was a time between 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, Umar Johnson was no doubt the content. If you guys were there back then, you already know what it was. Every single live, every single video, every single debate, every single panel, it was all about Umar. And if it turned out if a content creator was the topic, it always came right back to Umar. And you guys know what I'm talking about. So yes, there was a time where this sector was fully about Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson was the content back in those days. Now, there came a time where a lot of us in the sector kind of drifted off from the Umar topic. And instead of the Umar topic being the content, it was the content creators being the topic. And the big difference between when content creators were a topic back then during the Umar Johnson sector phase, like if Lennon was a topic, Anti was a topic, Flacco, Darrell, Tiff Griff, the big difference between then and now was that back then, if D. Darrell was talked about during that time in the sector, it was something that was related to Umar. If Anti was talked about, it somehow, some way got related back to Umar. Same thing with Lennon, same thing with Flacco. Fast forward to now, if you look at all the storylines that has happened throughout the last 4 years, barely any of that stuff translated right back to Umar. So that is the big difference here. So the difference is that the Umar sector was about the Umar content, and the Secktah is about the content creators mainly. So there's the difference. Now the name the Secktah came from Max V, and really I don't think that Max V was expecting for that name to just kick off like that. It was just something that a lot of people just grab onto, including myself. And the unofficial birthday was on March the 29th, 2021. Now you may be asking, well, why March the 29th? What is so special about March the 29th? So back in late 2020, there was a lawsuit that was filed. That was the Argus Ultra Ball lawsuit. And really, to be honest, it was basically just a lawsuit that wasn't to be taken seriously. It basically had Umar's name, and it had a lot of other people's names in the sectors, meaning like the good guys was in that lawsuit. And that was a big topic. Anti-Afro seemed to be the only person that was in the know of what was going on with that. So that carried on for a while. And then there were some suspicions about how legit the lawsuit is. And the Argus Ultra Ball lawsuit was dropped on March 29, 2021. And for me, that was really the last major Umar related topic. Now, sure, there was this whole thing lately with Umar's daughter, but I think with the Umar daughter thing, like, yes, like it did get some traction, but I think it's pretty obvious that really had a short shelf life point now, where recently Umar's daughter just came out the closet the other day. And obviously no one picked up on that like that, because that's a nothing burger. I mean, someone coming out the closet in 2025, it's like, okay, next. So it's like, so those type of things, just have a real short shelf life. And yes, like there are going to be times where we will talk about Umar. There are some things that some of us may be in the chat and we may talk about Umar, and we may get on a panel, or we may do a live, but it's nowhere near how it was back in the day. Nowhere near how it was back in the day. If you was there back then, it was every day, every single day. You compare that shit to what happened back then to the past 4 years, it's night and day. It's completely night and day. So that's the big difference. The Umar sector was about Umar. The sector was about the content creators. And I'm gonna give you guys a great example of this with these kerfuffles here. Let me see if anybody else is down here. I saw Make a Change was in the building. What's going on? My opinion, me and mine's. What's going on? Sam Rose in the house. Carla Martin's in the house. All right, so let's go ahead and give you some examples. Let's go ahead and give you some examples of these Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles. Now, pretty much as I said at the very beginning, these kerfuffles I'm going to talk about now, as far as the top 10, these are going to be sector kerfuffles, not mixed in with the Umar Johnson and the sector kerfuffles, because I had a feeling if I would have mixed this stuff in, it would have been very Umar Johnson sector heavy, and I think the list would have been a little bit too predictable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list you guys some Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles, just as I guess we'll say just honorable mentions when it comes to the Umar Johnson sector, but these will not be on the list here. So here are some examples of what I determine as Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles, which means these happened before March the 29th, 2021. Oh, damn. Well, before I get to that, so right here are my criterias. The top 10 kerfuffles in sector history. It's not Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles, like I said, and these are going to be based on longevity, back and forth, and impact. Now, that doesn't mean all these kerfuffles that I'm going to list checks off the longevity, back, forth, and impact, but they at least have one of these, and they were so strong that they had to be in the top 10. So these are examples of Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles. AFW versus the Good Guys. You can break that down to like AAS and Tiff Griff, Rev G and Tiff Griff, Rev G and D Darrell, AAS. You know, you had Don against Umar. You guys remember that? Well, shoot. I mean, the Don Umar stuff is still going on. Don and Tiff Griff. A lot of you guys remember that. That was a crazy one. The Good Guys and Smoke Gang, that happened before March the 29th, 2021. So that falls under the Umar Johnson Secktah kerfuffle thing. Stephen against Lennon. Obviously, you guys know about that. Flacco and Lennon, Flacco and E&J, Oracle and Red Pill, Red Pill and TC, Propane and Remix. Now, from what I understand, and I'm not sure if Propane and Remix said it, but I think they said that their kerfuffle really started around 2020, early 2021. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I put that down there as a Umar Johnson Secktah kerfuffle. And then last one, we got Scarlett and Cosmo, KKC and Remix, Lennon and Monty, Shakim and Rev G, and TC and Cosmo. But those were just some examples that I got here. Now, as I'm going along here, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to be talking about some honorable mentions. So I'm going to go ahead and be talking about some honorable mentions as well as I'm going along here. So pretty much as I'm going along here, I want you guys to kind of at least try to see if you guys can tell me if I'm tripping or not. So what I'm going to do is I got 10 parts of honorable mentions here. You know, I thought of the stuff off the top of my head and I wrote it down. So as I'm going through these honorable mentions, and then I go through the first kerfuffle, then the second and the third, yada, yada, yada. Go ahead and let me know if you think I'm tripping for some of these not being on the top 10. So without further ado, let's start off with the honorable mentions part 1. All right, so these are the honorable mentions part 1. I got Scarlett and Carrie, Propane and Photon, TC and Tiff Griff. Now, am I tripping? Am I tripping for not putting TC and Tiff G in the top 10? Triggs and Star, D Darrell and DJ Drama, Propane and Star, Make a Change in CE. Am I tripping? Am I tripping for not putting Make a Change in CE in the top 10? Let me know. Binary and Nikki. Am I tripping? Eyes and Breaking the Culture. And Dr. Nikki and Stargate. I don't got Nikki and Stargate in the top 10. Am I tripping? Am I tripping for not putting any of these in the top 10? Are any of these so far? Would you put these in your top 10? Let me know before we go ahead and begin. Oh, excuse me. I burped. He'll get there, Carla Martin. He'll get there. We'll get there. It's only part 1. Trust me. It's only part 1. We got 9 parts left. Trust me. But right here, but these are the honorable mentions here so far that I got that's not in the top 10. Now let's go ahead. And start off with number 10. Okay, so D Darrell said definitely Star and Nikki should be in the top 10. We'll see. We will see. All right, so let's go ahead with the number 10 kerfuffle in Secktah history. Number 10 is I got Carrie Ann and Photon as number 10. I got Carrie Ann and Photon as number 10. Now, this thing has been going on now for almost 4 years now. I think like their whole thing started in the fall of 2021, I want to say. So we're almost going on 4 years of this. Now, these days, I don't know if you can call it a kerfuffle. I don't know if you can call it a love story. I don't know if you can call it trolling each other. I don't know. But what I will say is that the longevity of the story is quite something. And it's kind of like been like a back and forth roller coaster over the years. Started off with Carrie Ann, just professing her likeness or attractiveness of Photon. Photon wasn't really giving it much airplay, and then it got to a point where Carrie Ann got her feelings hurt, and she wanted to stop talking to him. And then Photon, being Photon, was trolling, then got back Carrie Ann in his good graces. Then Photon trolled again. Then Carrie Ann really said, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely not going to mess with you at this point." Then Photon started getting mad. He started making videos. Carrie Ann getting mad. You know, like it was just a back and forth thing. A lot of people was involved in it, talking about it. I mean, yeah. So definitely, in my opinion, is in the top 10. I mean, that was just crazy. That was just crazy. So YM says definitely Mac and CE, but I forgot the criteria. But like I said, for me, I base it on longevity, impact, and back and forth. So, and that was one of the reasons why I didn't really put Star and Nikki in the top 10, because yeah, Star was definitely like the main one talking about Nikki, but Nikki didn't really go back and forth like that through the whole entire time. Now there were times where Star and Nikki was on my panel before and they had their back and forth, but it wasn't as strong as the others that I'm going to talk about here, or at least the impact if it doesn't make up for it. And it's like I said, the criteria for it, it doesn't have to hit all of it, because with some of these on the list, some of them don't even hit like two of them, but one of them was so big that I just had to put it on the list here. So, anyways, I got Carrie and Photon for number 10. So let's go ahead and let's go with the part 2 of my recommended, or not recommended, but my honorable mentions here. All right, so here's part 2. I got Stargate versus Carrie. Am I tripping for not putting that in the top 10? I got Stephanie Collins and the AFWs. I got We Unlock and Empress Janet. Now that, yes, now that one was crazy. That one was crazy. And yes, like with Empress Janet, she wasn't part of the sector, but the stuff with We Unlock and Empress Janet, that was like such a big deal in the sector at the time. It's like, bro, like I gotta at least put it on honorable mentions. Binary Code and Chat Lives Matter. Binary Code and Chat Lives Matter. Am I tripping for not putting that in the top 10? Am I tripping for not putting that in the top 10? You guys let me know. You guys let me know, because I was like, because with Binary and Chat Lives Matter, like I was really close to putting that in the top 10 because the impact that it followed when it comes to Binary. But yeah, I got YM and Slander God. I got Mona De Leon and Breaking Culture of Silence. I got YM and Al Lanier. I got D. Darrell in the Women's Protection Network. Now, for those of you guys who were not aware of that, that was when D. Darrell was in a little bit of trouble for some comments that he made. And, you know, there are some women in the sector that wasn't fond of that. And yeah, you know, like, you know, we got Al Lanier and Professor Cupcake. Now, if I was to make a list of the funniest kerfuffles, Al Lanier and Cupcake, bro, that junk had me dying. This happened on ZX panel. Man, Cupcake went in on Al. That junk was so funny. I was dying. And then I got D. Darrell and Tiff P. Am I tripping for not putting that in the top 10? Let me know. So, is there anything on this honorable mentions for part 2 that you would have in your top 10? Go ahead and let me know before we continue here. So we got YM. So we got YM saying that Binary and JJ should be there. D. Darrell said TC and Tip G. That was intense. Yeah, it was intense. Carla Martin said Helvey understood his assignment. D. Darrell versus the other Tiff was not a real thing. D. Darrell and Tiff P, because it was so subtle. They were all intense. Yeah, like, bro, like for real. Just like with And that's what kind of made it hard for me. That's what made this hard for me, but it definitely was a challenge. It definitely was a challenge that I really had to think about a lot of these. So yeah, that is part 2. So what's next here? So let's go with number 9. Number 9, I got Spot 'em, Shot 'em, and Rev G. Now the Spot 'em, Shot 'em, Rev G stuff, I won't go too deep into it because it did get a little bit personal between the two, and that is just one thing I am going to do during this live stream. I'm not going to try to open up too many wounds or try to go too into detail on what happened, especially for some people where they seem to be over it, or the people that they were beefing with, they cool now. So that's one thing I'm trying to going to be responsible with. But yeah, man, with Spot 'em and Rep G, I mean, it led to Spot 'em, Shot 'em having his picture copyrighted, and then I got Rep G into some shit, and then yeah, just a lot of yeah, just a lot of iffy stuff. That's pretty much as far as I'm gonna go. That's pretty much as far as I'm gonna go. Let me go ahead and read y'all comments here. Yeah, Spot 'em and Rep G are still at it. Carla Restar for honorable mention. Yep, that's definitely an honorable mention there. But yeah, I got Spot 'em and Rev G at number 9. So let's go ahead and continue on with part 3 of our honorable mentions here. So I got Spot 'em and Lennon. A lot of you guys remember when Spot 'em went on Lennon's platform, and that's when Lennon got mad and he started smashing his desk in. And the difference is, oh man, but that was funny. That was funny. I'm not sure if that's still on Secktah Wars, but if it is on Secktah Wars, yo man, go, bro, go ahead and check that out. We got KKC and Mona. Now, I want to say this fallout happened after March the 29th. I wasn't sure because from what I understand, this happened on KKC's platform when they did like the high value stuff, and that's when KKC and Mona fell out. I wasn't sure if this was before March the 29th, but I could have sworn it was a little bit after, but I could be wrong though. But anyways, am I tripping for not putting KKC and Mona on here, especially with the aftermath? I got Spot 'em, Shot 'em, and Smoke Gang. Spot 'em had a lot of smoke pretty much after that. Got KKC and the AFW. The AFW KKC stuff was pretty nasty afterwards. Was pretty nasty. I believe this happened in 2022, I want to say. I also got Shakim and Kip. Shakim and Kip. There was some recent stuff that happened lately. This kind of goes all the way back to last year. So am I tripping for not putting Shakim and Kip on here? I got Shakim and Pacific, Shakim and P. I got Remix and Darrell. Now, like the one I'm referred to was when Remix, I guess, allegedly called D Darrell's business. So that's what I was referring to. I got Shakim and Triggs. That one was something for quite a while. Am I tripping for not putting that in the top 10? And I got Slender God and Alan Logic for the honorable mentions for part 3. Now with Alan and Slander, this ended up with Slender's the Av getting shut down. So I thought that was big, but it didn't make my top 10. So am I tripping for not putting any of these in the top 10? Go ahead and let me know if anything here on this list should be in the top 10. Stephanie says I dodged service a process and called it a win. Oh, Lord. Yeah, exactly. TP, the 2 types of beggars. Bro, I swear, man, that was classic. That was pure classic. Shakim and Triggs was a good one. Yep, definitely that. All right, so let me go ahead and get to number 8. I want to say it's number 8. So I got Binary and Shakim. Now, I'm not talking about the Binary Shakim stuff that happened in the beef sector. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. This goes way back. And one of the reasons why I put this on here is because if it wasn't for this kerfuffle, if it wasn't for this would have not spawned the next kerfuffle that I'm going to talk about here. And this is one of the main reasons why I put this on the list, because at first I wasn't going to put this on the list, but I really had to think about it. Now, I want you guys to think about what happened between these two in 2021. Back in 2021, Binary and Shakim had their beef, had their kerfuffle. It resulted to, I guess you would say, Binary, I guess, quote unquote, showed Shakim's house. Now, I'm not sure if that was really Shakim's house. I'm not sure. But do y'all remember when Binary did that lifestyles of the richest famous thing? And I think during that lifestyles of richest famous thing, I think that was the first time that he coined the phrase six-figure nigga. Now, I want to say Binary was the first one to say that, six-figure nigga, where he was saying, there's supposed to be a six-figure nigga. Remember that? And then Shakim came back, and I guess he quote unquote exposed his wife, but it didn't look like his wife. But anyways, they kept going back and forth. It led to Shakim doing the whole doing the famous clip, the gay for pay soundbite, because that was during their beef. And then Binary did something I don't think nobody in the sector has ever done. Do y'all remember when Binary did that restraining order or protective order on Shakim? Remember that? Now, that was kind of something that a lot of us had never seen before, because it got to the point where Shakim wasn't allowed to get on a panel with Binary. And the crazy thing is that when Binary said that he did this was like days before Shakim was supposed to go on a debate. I think the debate was supposed to be against either Flacco. No, not Flacco. Or was it against Flacco? Anyways, it was like days before Shakim was supposed to be going on for a debate. And then I remember I emailed Shakim and I was asking Shakim, hey, like, are you comfortable, debating, yada, yada, yada. I think it was the debate where Shakim and Flacco was debating about if Binary should get canceled. So when you talk about impact, I thought about all that. So the impact of all that was just wild and crazy. Just wild and crazy to me. So yeah, I got that as number 8. Let me get to the comments before I get to the next recommendations. I see Yvonne in the building. What's going on, Yvonne? It wasn't even Shakim that threatened Binary. Oh yeah, it was a restraining order. All right, so what's going on, UT? So let's go to the next recommended, or dang, I keep saying recommended. It's honorable mentions. All right, so we got part 4. We got Alan Logic and Stargate. That was when Stargate kept saying that Alan said, oh, go and throw your kids out the window, and that's still going on. And then got to the point where Stargate's channel got flagged, and now Stargate ain't going live like that because of this. We got Alan and Tiff P. Alan made a controversial statement that got Tiff P mad and a lot of people mad. You got Alan and D. Durrell that led to the breaststroke song. G Gates and T. Pre. This was when G Gates said the bust down comment that really peeved off T. Pre at the time. Remix and Dr. Nikki. Now, am I tripping for not putting that on the list? Remix and Dr. Nikki. Go ahead and let me know. Verla and Slander God. Verla and Dr. Nikki. Am I tripping for not putting that on there? Because that was, yeah, with that one, crazy. That one was crazy. We got Eyes in Raw B. We Unlock in Raw B. Now, am I tripping for not putting that on the list? We Unlock in Raw B. Let me know. Let me know about that one, because wild. That was wild. And I got the Manosphere and the Secktah. Now, I'm not tripping for doing that one. Now, that one I thought was really big for us. I thought that was really big for us. Now, the only thing is that one didn't go as long. That one didn't go as long, but yeah, but that's definitely an honorable mention to me though. But that was a really, really fun but short time. That was a really fun and short time though. I definitely got to say that. And the Manosphere and Secktah thing, that pretty much kind of translated into eventually a lot of people in the sector going to the beef sector. So I do think that is something. Nah, that Manosphere. Do. All right. So let's go ahead and get to number 7. Now, before I get to number 7, I want you guys to think about when I talked about Binary and Shakim. And I talked about if it wasn't for Binary and Shakim, that kerfuffle, it wouldn't have happened. This kerfuffle would have not happened. So here's number 7. Shakim and Flacco. If it wasn't for Shakim and Binary kerfuffling, this would have not happened. Now, this originally, the seeds were planted when Shakim and Binary were beefing. And at the time, Flacco was cool with Binary. And so Flacco will be on Binary side. And then it got to a point where Shakim hit me up and he was asking me to do a debate with Flacco if Binary should get canceled. Now, that's how that debate was even set up. Okay. I want you guys to think back. That's how all this started. Because when Shakim and Binary were beefing and Flacco was cool with Binary and Flacco was kind of, in the middle, Shakim had the idea of doing a debate with Flacco if Binary Code should get canceled. That's how all that was set up. Okay. So Flacco and Shakim had that debate about Binary. And then that was when the real kerfuffle started with those two. Now, won't go too deep into it. You guys know it even got to a point where I was trying to get those guys to box. I mean, like it was just one personal shot after another, blow for blow. And Shotkin was on Flacco's ass for a long time after that. So, yeah, but that was just crazy. That was just a crazy, crazy one. That was just a crazy one. Get to see if anybody here. So Stefan, with that said, Stefan, I need you to red ball back and look at the history on what I put down. So just go ahead and red ball back. I did about 2 slides, so just go ahead and check that out. YM says, oh, good one. The pick a side kerfuffle. Yep, exactly. Gotta pick a side today. Gave you my heart. Get you some of his kerfuffle merch. You won't be disappointed. Flacco made the infamous pull up on the D. What's going on, Speak? So where are we at now? So we're at number 7. All right, so let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. So let's get to the next one. Part 5. Damn, we're already on part 5. Are we already on part 5? Wait a minute. Damn, we are. Damn, we aren't. Damn, I'm rolling through this. Anyways, here's part 5. Knockout Media and D Darrell. Am I tripping for not putting this in the top 10? Knockout Media and D Darrell. That's when Knockout Media actually pulled up on D Darrell's business. Now that shit was wild. Remix in the HKC. A lot of you guys probably don't remember that too much, but Remix in the HKC. The church sector against the sector. P against grown man. Reb G and defrauding charlatans. Am I tripping for not putting that on the list? The DBA against the HKC. Remix against Flacco. Got Allen Logic and AAS. Remix and TMK. And Allen Logic and Pills. Now, with Allen Logic and Pills, that was when, when Pills and Allen Logic was trying to fight in Vegas and never happened here. So, am I tripping for not putting any of this in the top 10? Am I tripping? Am I tripping for not putting any of this in the top 10? Make a change said knockout. Indeed, Darrell D was hiding peep through. It doesn't look like I create as much fuckery based on the kerfuffles. I guess they lying. That was wild shit. How was TC and Tip G not in the top 10? So with human resources, I want you to red ball back. And what I was saying was at the beginning, this is only for the part where it was post March 29th. So anything before March 29, 2021, it won't be on this list. But what I did was I did list some Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles, and TC and Tip G was part of that Umar Johnson sector kerfuffle list that I made there. So go ahead and red ball back, but I did address that. God damn it, my damn thing frozen. TMK said, nah, you good. Where's slander versus me? I too have. Oh, I pretty much haven't got to that, Stefan. I haven't got to it. I haven't got to it yet. We haven't got there yet. What else? But that's not a significant date to anyone but you. Hey, look, man. Again, I addressed everything at the very beginning. I addressed everything at the very beginning. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. All right. So let's go ahead and keep it rolling here. So let's get to number 6 here. Eyes in CE. I got eyes in CE. Y'all already know I had to put this on here because, man, the longevity, the impact, and the back and forth all wrapped into one. That's definitely got to be in there. Now, a lot of you guys know what the background is. Eyes apparently accidentally gave CE 820. CE didn't give the 820 back, and that changed a lot. That changed a whole lot of things to the point where 820 is now a sector holiday. And now it's the day where the talent show is going to come. So, yeah, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Though. Stefan, I haven't got to that point, bro. I'm at number 6. Like, calm down. Calm down. I haven't got to that point, bro. You got to calm down. That was one of the best such kerfuffles we ever had, and you ruled it out on some BS technicality. Hey, bro. Hey, you know what? It's like I said, man. It is what it is. It's my list. It is what it is.
Oh the fuck well. 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 Oh the fuck. Oh the fuck well. Oh the fuck well. Oh the fuck. Oh the fuck well. Oh the fuck well. Oh the fuck well. Oh the fuck well. Oh the fuck well.
It is what it is, bruh. It is what it is. Who else is here? Oh, damn. I lost my damn thing. Definitely eyes and CP impacted other sectors. Said that launched eyes. LV versus the Oracle. Well, look, I will put that on there, but it's like I always say, you know, like I try not to put myself on these lists. I try not to be a mark for myself. I'm mad at you. I know. Oracle versus Red Pill. I did put that on the Umar Johnson sector, kerfuffles. We miss you, brother Dippin. All right, so where we're at. So we're at Eyes and CE. So let's get to the next honorable mentions in part 5. Did I say part 5? Why the fuck am I saying part 5? Oh yeah, that was part 5. Okay, part 6. Alan Logic and Remix. I got Hoodie and D Darrell. I got Alan Logic and Smoke, Hoodie and Carrie Ann. I got Gates and AAS. Now, that one was referred to when AAS actually emailed Gates' wife I got Hoodie and CE. Now that one right there was a funny one. Now, am I tripping for not putting CE and Hoodie on the list? Go ahead and let me know. Am I tripping for not putting them on the list? I got Gates and P. Am I tripping for not putting them on the list? I got Carrie Ann and Joe. I got P versus Triggs. And I got Carrie Ann against the Void. Now, when I talk about the Void, I'm talking about Breaking and T-Pre. So anything on this list that I'm tripping off of that I should have put in the top 10. All right, so since I think I'm going to be at number 5. All right, so what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick intermission since we're now halfway through the list. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play an oldie but goodie. Well, not really an oldie, but I'm going to go ahead and play a little song for y'all by Propane. I think it kind of fits the theme of not really Kerfuffles, but the fact that it is the Secktah's birthday. So here we go.
And the winner is Pro. Hey, first of all, I'ma give my respect to the Secktah and all y'all in the chat. When things was going bad, y'all ain't even asked, y'all ain't even cared, just start handing me cash. The pandemic, that's all we did was laugh, go back and forth on the panels talking trash. The Secktah in the building tonight, niggas is bored, who going live? Remix still lame, Photon still lame, Money Low extra lame, he 53 in the game. Shout out to Slander and my nigga Triggs. Drama up in the clouds, watching all this shit. Island Logic on a boat somewhere catching fish. The rail still my nigga, you know what it is. Yeah, peace the hood conservative. And Pistol Pack and P jamming to his reggae mix. The Secktah in the building tonight. Niggas is bored, who's going live? You ain't even gotta bring your cash apps out. We the dysfunctional family, this one on the house. The Secktah in the building tonight. Look at how we chillin', I'm killing this live. You don't even gotta bring your cash apps out. We the dysfunctional family. This one on the, we in the house. Yeah, we in the house. Yeah, talk your shit, I'll mute, give them the floor. You been live for 2 hours, go a couple more. I've been here for 3 years, maybe even 4. Reaching 5, either way I'm still a fucking bore. I don't know, I'm pat them down, who the fuck is bore? I'm on my kip shit, hey y'all, what's going on? Talking shit when I ain't around. You're not my homie, you just clowns. I don't play that, fall way back. Fucking sneak, it's a problem, niggas say that. They speak greasy, they speak sleazy, until they run into niggas like Speak Easy. And Propane, Oak Lane, shout out to Carrie, Miss Thang, Divine, me and mine. Black Lounge, I hope you doing fine. Toy Lady is next to go live. The Secktah not dead, we alive. Let me say that again, nigga. The Secktah not dead, we alive. The Secktah in the building tonight. And you ain't even gotta bring your cash apps out. We the dysfunctional family. This one on the, we in rigor mortis. You better forfeit. Pump your brakes, don't dare come with that bullshit. I kill your kids similar to abortions. I'm past hot, better turn up the, oh man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Shout out to the Secktah, nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's the Secktah. Lahain. Yeah. I can't find my list that I had everybody names that I was going to shout out at the end of this shit. So, oh well, nigga. But let me see who I can remember off top. Let me see, my nigga Chad T. My nigga Brixton, very perspective, nigga. All my Wolfettes, who, Carla Martin, Miss Murph, Clarky, YM, who else, man? Like I said, I had a whole paper and shit. I was gonna shout out everybody who named in the Secktah in the chat, man. Shout out to the motherfucking chat, man. Y'all niggas is wildin' down there, nigga. Hey yo, host, control your chat, nigga. Hey, yeah, we in this bitch. It's the Secktah in the building tonight. I'm killing this live. You don't even gotta bring your cash apps out. We the dysfunctional family. This one on the house. The Secktah in the building tonight. Look at how we chilling. I'm killing this live. You don't even gotta bring your cash apps out. We the dysfunctional family. This one on the. We in the house. Yeah, we in the house. Yeah. Propane's home. The Secktah.
Oh shit! Can y'all hear me? Shit. Oh, there we go. Whew. Thought it was. I forgot how to work this thing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and rewind because, oh god, already, man, look, I already know on what the damn conspiracy theory is gonna be. Oh, why is it not including stuff from the Umar sector? Even though I kindly told some of y'all to red ball back. That's what I said. I said to red ball back. But since y'all don't want to red ball back, well, some of y'all, obviously not all y'all. But let me make this clear again. The reason why I don't have certain things from the Umar sector is because I'm doing sector kerfuffles, not Umar Johnson sector. But just to rewind, just so y'all guys could quit whining and crying about it. This is what I put down. This is what I put down earlier. I told y'all to red ball back, but here I am. I got to do it again. So here's one. AFW Good Guys, Don Umar, Don Tip G, Good Guys Smoke Gang, Stephen and Lennon. See that? That's one. Number two. This is number two. Since again, I told y'all to red ball back, but some of y'all don't want to. Flacco and Lennon, Flacco and E&J, Oracle and Red, Red and TC, Propane and Remix, Scarlet and Cosmo, KKC and Remix, Lennon and Monty, Shakim and Reb G, TC and Cosmo. There you go. So let's get back to the sector kerfuffles, not the Umar kerfuffles. Anyways, let's go back. I'm trying to find my place back. Jesus Christ. I'm about to have me. All right. So I said, so the last where we was at honorable mentions, right? So this is part 6. I already went through that part. So let's get to number 5. Let's get to number 5 here. HKC against the Fatherhood Mafia. Now, not going to get too deep into this one. Not going to get too deep into this one because this got very, very personal. But let's just say nasty work. Very, very nasty, nasty work with this one. Very nasty work. A lot of back and forth. This went on for a long time. A lot of crazy shit. A lot of crazy shit happened, including one part. And I think this one part was really the only time that I really felt uncomfortable, because with a lot of stuff in this sector, at this point, I feel very numb to it. But there's that one point where Corey went to a gravesite, and yeah, like that was like the only time I just really felt uncomfortable after a while. But yeah, it's a pretty underrated beef, I want to say. Not a lot of people talk about it, but that's a pretty underrated beef. HKC and Fatherhood Mafia. That was quite the deal back then. That was quite the deal. Quite the deal. Yeah, in my opinion, that was something back then. That was quite something. All right, so let's get to the next honorable mentions, part 7. Shakim in the Void. Remember that one? Shakim in the Void. Pills and KG. Pills and KG had a kerfuffle for a hot minute. Shakim and the Good Guys. Chad T and Muslim. Conscious Cloud Tell and Code Gang. Now keep in mind, I said Code Gang, not Code Fam. This was when it was Code Gang. Conscious Clientele and Code Gang. I think that really popped off when Binary did that whole black woman study from like the Asian folks, and that rubbed a lot of people, especially in D Darrell's chat, the wrong way, and just a lot of people just sounded off on that one there. And then it got to a point where, well, you know what? I think I'm getting too ahead of myself. Maybe I'm not, because I'm not sure if I got this as honorable mentions either. But do y'all remember that one time when D Darrell was going to interview Conscious Energy, and like Binary was playing D Darrell's live at the same time? And then there was a time where D Darrell kept stalling, kept telling Binary to not play his stuff, and said he won't start until Binary stops playing this stuff. Yo, that was funny. That was funny. Got Risen Hoodie. That got very personal. Pills and Lady Snoop. Now, with this one here, with Pills and Snoop, this was mainly a Secktah thing, because this was mainly covered in the Secktah. This wasn't really covered like that, like with Pills and Brook, and that's why I don't got Pills and Brook really on the honorable mentions or on the list, because that was really more of beef Secktah, to be honest, because that was mixed in with Malik. But with Pills and Snoop, that was mainly talked about within the Secktah. That wasn't really talked about much in other sectors like that, like Pills and Brook was. So I'm definitely going to put this on the list. But I will say this about Pills and Brook. About Pills and Snoop. Pills and Snoop, y'all ain't shit for goddamn arguing on Christmas Day. Bro, when Pills and Snoop was arguing on Christmas Day, I was like, y'all niggas ain't shit. Not on Christmas Day. Not on Christmas Day, but give a big shout out to Pills and Snoop. I like both of them. Got Hoodie and Shakim, Robbie and Carrie, and Shakim and Photon. That was over the money that Shakim said that Photon owed him. So anything on this list that I'm tripping off of that I didn't put in the top 10, or if there's anything that you would put in the top 10 on this honorable mentions list. Let me see. And then, yeah, the Asian hate campaign too. Yep, that too, D Darrell. Yep, that too. Good call. Said Messy Muzz, you miss him. Unadulterated said, oh my God, that was hilarious. The infamous announcement. Binary showed up with what's going on, Joe? Unprovoked slander isn't beefing, just saying. It's not beefing, it's a kerfuffle. There's a difference. There's a difference between a kerfuffle and a beef. So let's get to the next one here. So what we got next? Number 4, Stargate and Smoke God. Now this one's self-explanatory. A lot of you guys know where I'm going with that one. Now, not to Stargate and Smoke's credit, they are cool right now. So again, I'm not trying to open up wounds or nothing. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. But you guys know what I'm talking about. But I will say about this one, when this particular kerfuffle happened, this had a lot of people talking. This had a lot of people talking, a lot of discourse about this one. A lot of big discourse about this one. So that's why this one is so high up. Just because the impact of it and how it just got a lot of buzz at the time. And I want you guys to and so the other thing too, though, because at this time, this is when the sector was still divided a little bit, so when this happened, again, this kind of caused a rift and all that. So let's get to honorable mentions part 8. Shakim and T Pre, Vita V and Flacco. I got Shakim and Nikki, Don and TC. I got Smoke and Unk. Am I tripping for not putting Smoke and Unk in the top 10? Would you put Smoke and Unk in your top 10? Let me know. I got Kip and D Darrell. Am I tripping about that one? Would y'all would have put that in your top 10? Triggs in 2.0. Am I tripping on that one? Triggs in 2.0. AFW and Fatherhood Mafia. And I got Stefan and Slander. Now, the interesting thing about Stefan and Slander is that this been going on since 2021. And this led to the first and only court thing, the whole sector court thing. If you guys remember back then when Stefan and Slander had that court thing and Speakeasy was the judge, Yeah, so whatever Kerfuffles Stephanie slander got, I mean that's been going on for 4 years now. And we got Shakim and Carrie. Am I tripping about not putting Shakim and Carrie in the top 10? Am I tripping? Any of these y'all would have put in y'all top 10? Star and Smoke, oh Lord, yeah, like you already know. Yep, you already know I had to put that on the list. Are you trying to shed images as good guy Waterboy or something? Don versus TC was also notable. He made Don apologize. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but anyways. All right, so let's get to the next one here. Number 3, Drama versus Kip. Drama versus Kip. Nasty, nasty work. Nasty, nasty work. And this was pretty much noticeable. This was pretty recent too. Yeah, the only thing I really gotta say about this, it's like, just sometimes just gotta be careful. Sometimes just gotta be careful with it. So now, am I outraged about what happened on either side? Not really. Because it's like I said at the very beginning, I'm pretty numb to a lot of this stuff. So it's like it's hard for me to just be like, oh my God, how can this happen? I mean, that's just me though. But yeah, this was some nasty, nasty work. Very extremely nasty work. Kerr vs. Shakim, definitely top 10. I feel you, T Pre. Don canned up and said, sorry, this is bogus. I miss drama. All right, so let's get to the next honorable mentions. I got P and Teresa, Sexy Toy Lady and Verla, Smoke and Binary, Germ and Remix, Max V and Code Fam, Pills and AAS, Max V and Smoke Gang, Reb G and Josephine, We Unlock and Sexy Toy Lady, and Drama and Shakim. Am I tripping on any of these right here? Who would you put in your top 10? If any of these are in your top 10, go ahead and let me know. We're getting real close, real close. Damn it, why is this thing freezing? Sam Rose says we need 6 more likes. Go ahead and hit the like button. Reb G and Joe YM, you mean? Reb is still mad at us for different reasons. All right, let's keep it moving. We're at number 2. Breaking the Culture of Silence in T-Pre. Now, this is another one I won't go too deep into because it got very personal. So, but a lot of you guys know what happened. And the one thing I will say about this one is that I really thought that these two would have made up like weeks, like just after they fell out. Because I was just thinking to myself, oh man, like they're gonna get back together. Because I really don't got no issue with Breaking the Culture. I ain't got no issue with T-Pre. I like both of them. But yeah, I was not expecting for that fallout to turn as crazy as it was. And yeah, just based on all that, man, like got to be number 2 because that shit just got real nasty though. But let's move on to our last bit of recommendations. So this is the last piece of honorable mentions. I don't know why the fuck I keep saying recommendations for, but honorable mentions part 10, Drama and P. Pills versus the Queens. This was when a lot of women got mad at Pills for having Shakim on his platform and Shakim saying certain things on his platform. So that caused a big kerfuffle between the two parties. HKC and AFW. P versus Carrie. HKC versus The Void. Creepy People and Stargate. I got Stargate and Bombay. Reb G and Bombay. Carrie Ann and Cupcake, and Carrie Ann and D. Darrell. So any of these you would have put in your top 10, let me know before we get to number 1. Let me look at the comments before I get to number 1. Y'all have any guesses what's going to be number one? She said, I forgot about me and Rev G. Y'all got any guesses for what may be number one? Breaking might have to be number one. It got really personal, too personal. Yep. We don't like Sexy Toilet. I mean, I can't. Yo, Mac. Sexy Toilet Lady had me dying. So look, so with the story with We Unlock a Sexy Toy Lady was that Sexy Toy was on We Unlock's panel, right? And Sexy Toy was talking about Umar. Now, y'all know how We Unlock is about Umar, right? Y'all know how We Unlock is about Umar. And so Sexy Toy was on the panel just talking about Umar. And then at one point in time, We Unlock muted Sexy Toy Lady. And then Sexy Toy Lady came back up and said, don't be mute me, goddamn it. Wait a minute. And We Unlock started getting mad again at Sexy Toy Lady. That shit was funny as hell to me. I was dying. Oh my God, that was so funny, yo. Oh my God, Sexy Toy Lady had me dying that day. For the record, they was beef with me and I wasn't there. Oh man. Did you mention Remix versus Dicky? Yes, I did in the honorable mentions earlier. Who had the most kerfuffles? I want to say it was Shaq Kim, to be honest, when I was looking back at it. I never really took count. Okay, so we're gonna get to number one. You're gonna get to number one. So without further ado, my number one kerfuffle, and this was solely based on impact. The impact to me was so greater than what all these kerfuffles were, in my opinion, and this really changed a lot for the sector here. So at number one, my number one kerfuffle in the sector, not Umar Johnson's sector, but sector, is Let Me See Your Transcript and Anti-Afro Svengalis. Now, this didn't have back and forth, okay? The longevity wasn't really that long because it was mainly AAS talking about Let Me See Your Transcript after a while. But the impact, listen, the impact on this, if this never would have happened, the way that people kind of fell out with Anti after this, it probably never would have happened. So now, granted, I would say maybe some people kind of felt some type of way about Anti when Anti was going at Binary. But see, the difference is with Binary and Let Me See Your Transcript was that a lot of people was kind of iffy on Binary. You know, there were some people that liked Binary, some people I didn't like them, some people that was in the middle. So it didn't really have that much of an impact like that with AAS and Binary. But once it got to Let Me See Your Transcript, that's when the whole ship changed. Because a lot of people looked at Let Me See Your Transcript as, you know, just like, well, damn, what'd she do? Now, according to AAS, you know, AAS was saying that Let Me See Your Transcript did the whole thing of being the AFW president. And some people say that it was just a troll move by Let Me See Your Transcript. But after this kerfuffle with Let Me See Your Transcript, the whole shift on how certain people looked at AAS just completely shifted, if you ask me. And if this never would have happened, I mean, shoot, AAS probably would have still have the support she still does. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, just on impact alone, that's just yeah. But that's my number one. So with that being said, guys, do y'all have a number one? Which one would y'all would have had at number one? Yo, D Darrell, look, like I said, the impact is like I said with the impact. Now listen again. If the Let Me See Your Transcript AAS thing would have not happened, would AAS still have the support she would have had now? That's my only question. If that kerfuffle never would have happened, would AAS still have the support that she would have that she would have had? She most likely would have still had the same support. But once she went after Let Me See Your Transcript, the whole dynamic changed with AAS for a lot of people. definitely a pivotal point in the sector. Exactly, speak. I mean, like, that's what I was saying. Now, again, for those of y'all who's just coming in, I'm not talking about Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles. I'm talking about sector kerfuffles. If you want to talk about Umar Johnson sector stuff, here it is again. I put this up here. It was not part of the list because it's Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles. I'm talking about sector kerfuffles. See? Once again, I'm gonna put this on here. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link real quick if anybody want to come up to give their thoughts, if they have any opinions on here. So let me go ahead and copy this real quick. I'll give it about 5 minutes if anybody want to come up. Oh man, not LV Heyman. If anybody want to come up, give it about 5 minutes. Trying to pin this shit. All right, I got the link pinned if anybody want to come up. Now, there we go again, D. Durrells. Like I said, that's Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles. I'm talking about sector kerfuffles, which means anything that happened before March the 29th of 2021. That's what you guys need to understand. I'm talking about sector kerfuffles, not Umar Johnson sector. So anything before March the 29th of 2021 is on the list. Everything else before that is considered Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles. All right, D. Legal kerfuffle. Give me a second. Yeah, but anyways, guys, like I said, I got the link pinned. Anybody that want to come up, and hopefully I can hear whoever does come up, because like these damn audio drivers is just I really do need to get a new laptop because I couldn't hear no music. I could hear the words. Any mention of Max V and Smoke? Yes, there were mentions of Max V and Smoke. Any of the Max V kerfuffles that there was on some of the honorable mentions. Smoke and Star was in the top 10. There was some other Smoke God honorable mention kerfuffles, but thanks for the history lesson, LV. Oh, no problem, Sam. Rev G had a kerfuffle with his. Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy, here we go. Sorry, tuned in late. Yeah, but anyways, guys, like I said, go ahead and red ball back. Anybody that got confusion, thought I made it clear at the very beginning of the live stream. Took my time to do all those slides and whatnot just to give y'all the perspective of it and just that. So it is what it is. But just to reiterate some things, like I said again, let's go over what I said. This was the criteria that I put down. Top 10 in sector history. I even put it down in red, sector. And I said, not Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles. That's what I said at the very beginning, not based on longevity, back, forth, and impact. That doesn't mean it has to fit everything. Once again, let's go over to Umar Johnson sector kerfuffles. I said AFW, Good Guys, Don Umar, Don Tip G, Good Guys, Smoke Gang, Stephen, and Lennon. That doesn't mean you have to have a beef. You have to have a kerfuffle. There's a difference. There's a difference. Kerfuffle and beef are not exactly the same. Flacco and Lennon, Flacco and E&J, Oracle Red, Red TC, Propane and Remix, Scarlet Cosmo, KKC Remix, Lennon Monty, Shakim and Reb G, TC Cosmo. That's just to name a few. No problem, Human Resources. I don't know where D Darrell at. Waiting on D Darrell to come up. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a few more minutes. Otherwise, I'm gonna just chill out. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. But just some other things to go over. Just to reiterate, this year, 2025, August will be the 820 talent show. If you guys want to come, go ahead and participate. Anybody can participate. Only sector members only. Winner gets $1,000. The time limit will be 15 minutes. Bracketology is in October, and November is the king and queen of the sector 3. And we will see if King Triggs or Queen Vita. I keep burping. We'll see if King Triggs and Queen Vita can retain their titles. Darrell says, I think Star vs. Smoke and TP vs. for pivotal conflicts and obviously drama vs. Kip. I also throw in the controversy around Triggs' identity as being major. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Digable says, any mention of the original conferral between Kerry and D. Darrell, epic takedown of D. Darrell. Yeah, like I did mention that, I think like in the part 9 or part 10 of the honorable mentions. I did mention that. So what I'll do is I'll go over the top 10. So 10 was Kerry and Photon. Spider-Man Rib G was 9. Binary and Shakim was 8. Shakim and Flacco was 7. Eyes and CE was 6. HKC and Fatherhood Mafia was 5. Star and Smoke was 3. Drama vs. Kip is 3. Breaking the Culture and T-Pre was 2. And let me see a transcript. AAS was number 1. All right, y'all. I got the Godfather in the back. Hopefully I can hear you, D. Darrell. Damn. How come I can't? Hold on.
What's going on, guys? It's a kerfuffle. What's up? What's
there
up?
You go.
How you doing, man? So I got my little shirt. I'm sporting it right there. Shout out to CE, man, for your shirt. I'm sporting the green one now. I'm sporting the black one tonight. So yeah, man. I'm just gonna chat with you a little bit to kind of talk about, very interesting top 10 that you have. Of course, this is, we have to understand this is your opinion, so we all respect your opinion. But I didn't have too much of a problem with any of the top except for the first one. I'm trying to look at the date of when AAS channel was shut down, because my memory is it was in like April, May, right, or something, because I thought it was when we kind of transitioned from the Umar sector to more like the sector, because it was around at that time. That's what I may be wrong, but because I was thinking the Catherine Brown AAS thing or CB, whatever y'all, whatever, and the lawsuit, I was looking at that as being number 1. But maybe I kind of mixed up the that whole situation. I don't remember, but I know it was around that time. But that's kind of what I was. That's kind of what I was looking at, So, yeah. But you had some good ones, man. Those are some real good ones. I can't really. It was just the first one. I just didn't even think, because I'll be honest with you, man. To a lot of the sector, let me see a transcript was pretty much out of sight, out of mind. I mean, people support her and everything, but she didn't. I mean, what she did was I get what you're saying with that. But a lot of people was like, even when she was doing sector stuff and whatever she was doing, she wasn't must see sector TV. She wasn't must see TV in the sector. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Everybody got their own opinions about that. The whole I'm the new AFW president, and then I was trolling Mac, saying that Mac was they had conspired against AAS and all that shit. I was fucking with him with that. But yeah, I just, everything else was cool. I just had issues because of let me see the transcript. I just don't see her hit. She don't hit like that. This is my opinion. I don't self-promote. I'm not. I mean, of course, a lot of people can say D-Darrell versus AFW, D-Darrell versus. I don't self-promote myself. I'm looking at everything outside of myself. But I was looking at that situation that involved, CB and AES, or CB versus AFW. That's and it was a lot of back and forth. She was doing the panel thing. She was kind of like Kip before Kip. She didn't necessarily have a channel, but she was doing a lot of shit behind the scenes on my channel, Ghost channel, other people's channel. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, like the whole thing with the CB and AAS thing. I do think that did happen in March. Now, if the CB and AAS thing happened during, like after March the 29th.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure. I know it happened somewhere around that time. It's kind of like we were transitioning. You know what I'm saying? So that's now, to be honest, when her channel got shut down, that was a major thing in the sector, or whatever one you want to call it, because now you start seeing her snooping around. She was snooping around my channel in the chat. She was going to other people's channels. That's when she started doing all this little, channel hopping in the chat type of thing. When her channel got down, that really changed the fabric of the sector, like for real, because that was like, she was a major talking point. Her channel, the bullshit she was posting about everybody, the lies and the fraudulent information, it was content that a lot of people responded to, because she basically had a lot to do with the content creator versus, because she actually stopped talking about Umar. That's why the sector stopped, because she stopped talking about Umar along with us and started talking about content creators. Before, it was just Umar and myself and maybe a sprinkle of other people. But then it changed to, of course, continue to pound on me. Then she started hitting on this content creator. That she even talked about Stargate and all these other different people, like at the beginning, around that time. So yeah, that's the content I was looking at. That's the perspective I was looking at that situation. But again, the time frame is a bit muddy. I know I have the videos of when I went live and had the whole celebration party and all that shit, and we all had our wine and all that drinks and all that kind of shit. So it was cool, but yeah, I was thinking on those lines, brother. That was me.
Yeah, I think the whole I think the whole whiteout party that you had, I think that happened before March 29th, because I do remember, because I do remember on that live, I did appear on that live, and that was the first time I showed my face, and that was when I showed my face, and then like pretty soon after March 29th, that's when I started voting those debates, and everybody knew what I looked like by then. But
right.
but even with that stuff with CB and AES, even if that did happen after the date, I think the big difference on what I was looking at with AES and let me see your transcript, it's not really about let me see your transcript. It's about what happened after that whole thing with let me see your transcript, because at that point in time, AES still had a lot of supporters. And then as soon as that whole let me see your transcript thing went down, her like whole supporter group just went down the drain after that. Like I pretty much saw all that just go down the drain in a matter of like a month or two. And I was like, damn, what the fuck? And then that pretty much changed a whole big framework on how a lot of people saw AES after that. So that was pretty much what I was looking at. Besides
then you also know it was accompanied by Pills exposing some things, and then Smoke God
before that
exposed. Yeah, so it all kind of ran, in conjunction with each other as far as the chronology. So it kind of led up to that point, and then they had people who, her supporters. Now you see the same 3 or 4 people on every live or every giving comments. 6-7 times. So you don't, you may see her. I mean, that's kind of weird. You see someone giving comments in their own on their own video 2 or 3 times. But that's just me, man. But yeah, man, that was basically my perspective. The thing with Shaquem was involved in a lot of beats. I was involved in a lot of beats. Shaquem probably had the most, like you were saying. I know I was involved in a lot of stuff. Binary was definitely involved in a lot. Flacco was involved in a lot in the time that he was here. So the good guys we had, Smoke was involved in a lot of beats. So yeah, man, that was basically my position on things. I was just looking at that one situation. That one threw me off because I'm gonna be honest, I totally forgot about the let me see your transcript. I'm the new AFW president. I did, man. I remember at the time it hit really hard. Like we were really covering that. A lot of response. The Secktah was really into that whole internalized conflict in their system. And so yeah, so I get it. I get what you're saying. I get your perspective on that. But I just wanted to give my point of view for us where I was coming from when I was looking at it. That's the the number one issue I would have probably just thought of, just not looking at dates and periods of time, but just right off top. That to me was real big. So
right.
Yeah, man. So but good show. Overall, good show, man. I'm not gonna hold you too long. I just wanted to come and chop it up with you about that. Once again, great show. Got your schedule for the year. I'll definitely be here to support you on that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. Peace.
All right, appreciate it, D.
All right.
All right, y'all. That was the Godfather putting his perspective. Whew. But yeah, man, we made it another year. 4th year. Again, like I'm gonna try and do something big next year for the 5th year, though. But I appreciate everyone. Appreciate everyone for coming out here. Nobody else don't want to come up. It's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. But before I do, take y'all out with a song real quick. Again, I'm gonna follow what Living Life to the Fullest says. So with all that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in August for 820 Day. See y'all later.
Peace and love, family. This is your boy LV, the showman, doing it all legal, so I can fly like an eagle. And family, I'm here to send you tons and tons of good energy. However, though, what happens when there's bad energy coming to you? Check it out. See, with division and confusion, it could be quite hard, family, to find a solution. See, I don't know who need to hear this tonight, but just know everything, baby, is gonna be all right. See, when God made the heavens, earth, and man, he just know everything, family, is part of the plan. And when it comes to that wicked spirit of despair, just know, family, you gotta breathe in that good air. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that.
Wait. LV, what the fuck is this? And who the fuck are you talking to? And what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you even singing right now?
Mind your business, G. Mind your goddamn business. Now, see, family, excuse that self-hating Negro G. When for years, family, he's been eating off me. See, family, G is a man that gets off a hand. And it's clear his wickedness comes from Satan. But gee, I wanna help ya, brother, help ya! For I always forgive the rift that's between us. Just let me reach and touch. Why can't we come together? Am I asking for much? Enough of the arguing, the bickering, and all that fuss. Because it's clear, brother, what you really need is Jesus. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Woo! Sister Patterson. I want to give a big shout out to Sister Patterson for giving me that beautiful donation, sister. It's greatly appreciated.
You have got to be fucking kidding me. So this whole time you've been getting donations and you still haven't owed me anything? I gave you money just a month ago and you still haven't given me shit.
Whole ass nigga. I don't owe you shit. I'm tired of your bullshit. You always do this shit to me. Fuck you. I don't owe you a goddamn thing. You said it was a fucking bullshit. You just nigga. It's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Baby, it's just a kerfuffle. Take that, take that, take that.